Happy Monday, everybody! Max Scoville here with your daily fix of gaming news. Concord is looking like a dud, Black Myth Wukong is looking like a certified hit, and Nintendo is looking like they're gonna wake you up real early tomorrow morning with not one, but two Nintendo Directs. Let's get into it. Sony's new live service hero shooter Concord is now available on PC and PlayStation 5, and yeah, that's about it. It's out, but no one seems to care that much. Concord debuted to a brutally painful 697 peak concurrent players on Steam. Data from the player tracking website SteamDB reported the low player numbers, with the game being available starting August 20th with two editions, a standard one that was $39.99 and a deluxe one that was $59.99. The game peaked with 697 players on August 23rd. By contrast, Sony's other live service shooter, Helldivers 2, launched back in February of this year to a peak concurrent player count of 155,926 players during its opening weekend. Meanwhile, the invite-only preview build for Valve's Deadlock is seeing around 64,000 peak concurrents on Steam. Nexon and Embark Studios' The Finals had 242,619 players in its opening weekend, and even WB Games' infamously not so hot Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had more concurrents with 12,786 on Steam. So Concord's opening weekend had just 5% of what Kill the Justice League had. Woof. According to Concord's lead character designer, John Wisniewski, the game took about 8 years to develop and presumably cost at least tens of millions of dollars. Live service games tend to come out of the gate pretty hot with high concurrent numbers in the opening weeks and then drop off after that, so such a low Steam player count in the first few days does not bode well for Concord's future. AAA live service games are a huge gamble, often taking years of development, and they rely on a consistent player base to continually purchase battle passes or other expansions on a regular basis to sustain themselves. Sony itself is taking a second look at their live service strategy, with President Hiroki Totoki saying via a financial call that the company is reviewing the 12 live service games that they currently have in development and is only committing to launching just 6 of them. In related news, the live service multiplayer spin-off The Last of Us has already been canned, with the decision to do so apparently resting with the developer Naughty Dog and not Sony. Are you one of the few people playing Concord right now? What do you think of the game? Should people give it a chance, or is it just not worth the price of admission? Let us know in the comments. Moving on, Game Science's action RPG Black Myth Wukong is a certified hit. The publisher and developer announced that the game moved an incredible 10 million copies in just 3 days. Black Myth Wukong sales are outpacing the likes of Sony's Helldivers 2, which took 12 days to sell 12 million units, and matching Nintendo's Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, which also sold 10 million units in just 3 days. But technically, Scarlet and Violet are two different games. On Steam, Black Myth Wukong is now the most played single-player game of all time, overtaking Cyberpunk 2077 and the second most played game across all genres, behind only PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. In the developer's native China, the game is also a hit, with most of Steam's concurrent players coming from that region. Although it wasn't without controversy regarding banned discussion topics, critics loved the game as well. IGN's review gave it an 8 out of 10, praising the fantastic combat and the beautiful world. So if you see people online saying that we hated it and we're mean to it, please just go read the review because it was quite glowing. And finally, set your alarms for tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time, because Nintendo is dropping not one, but 2 Directs. I guess technically it's 1 Direct and 1 Showcase, but they're actually both titled showcases, so I guess we're just being pedantic with the naming. Whatever they're doing, they're going to show off some new video games. The Indie World Showcase will kick things off and will, as the name suggests, focus on indie titles that are coming to the Nintendo Switch. It'll be followed by a Nintendo Partner Direct, which will, I guess, show off games that aren't indie, but are coming to Switch, but aren't Nintendo first-party games. You get the idea. No games were announced, so we'll have to just wait and see what actually gets shown off, and hopefully we get pleasantly surprised by whatever it is they decide to show us in these showcases. What we do know is that the presentations will run a total of 40 minutes, and Nintendo has been adamant that there will be no talk about the Switch 2, or the Super Switch, or the Ultra Switch, or the Switch U, or the Switch Pro, or whatever they decide to call the Switch successor. They're not going to talk about it during either of these directs, so stop asking. But maybe keep asking a little bit, because we do need some new Nintendo hardware. It's been a minute. I love the Switch, but come on, we need a new Switch, a Super Switch, the most Super Switch that ever was. And those are your stories for today, Monday, August 26th. If you're looking for more things to watch, go check out some of our Gamescom 2024 coverage. There's a whole bunch of it, and I'm a whole bunch of jet lagged. Also, go check out the biggest games of September 2024, which I made, and we filmed some of that on our way to a German zoo to look at raccoons, or as they are known over there, Waschbär, which translates to washing bear. I'm Max Scoville, and I'll see you later, you dirty bears.